We've all heard stories about secret billionaires and undercover bosses. They go viral because they tap into that fantasy we all have of seeing a powerful person go undercover to find out what's really going on. Now, the story you're about to hear is a work of fiction. There's no reclusive billionaire named Don Rucker in public records, and the events we're about to describe never actually happened. The real Dr. Donald Rucker is a highly respected physician and expert in medical informatics. He's not a secret tech mogul. He did pioneer the first Microsoft Windows-based electronic medical record, but his career is very different from the character in our story. And the company at the center of it all, Aether Dynamics? We're presenting it as a massive tech firm, but that's just for the narrative. The real Aether Dynamics is a small GPS tracking startup in India, totally unrelated to our fictional tale. This story is a what-if. It's a drama about what might happen if a man with all the money in the world decided to find the two things it can't buy: integrity in his company and a partner who loves him for who he is, not what he has. In a sleek modern office, a man in a wrinkled, slightly mismatched shirt awkwardly handles a high-end coffee machine. Suddenly, a manager in an impeccably tailored suit approaches and sneers, "Try not to break it. That machine's probably worth more than your entire wardrobe." Sharing a chuckle with his colleague, they stroll away. Zooming in on the man's face, a calm voiceover reveals, to them, he's just a nobody, a mere intern. What they don't know is he's the true owner of the building and everything in it. The camera pans over the office's elegant interior, highlighting his hidden smile as he savors his expertly brewed coffee. The narrative unfolds, showing his appearance as a ploy to observe business operations firsthand. Through this, he understands the real dynamics and integrity within his team. By the day's end, a secret meeting awaits to reclaim his rightful place. This intriguing story of humor and hidden identities captures the essence of corporate intrigue, leaving viewers eager for more twists and turns. This is Don Rucker, the most powerful man you've never heard of. A prodigious mind from a young age, he taught himself programming by age 10, much like a young Elon Musk. At 12, he developed Comet Chain, a space shooter video game, marking the beginning of his extraordinary journey. While other teens navigated the maze of high school, Don was co-founding a revolutionary online payment processor. By his early 20s, he sold it for a whopping $1.5 billion, echoing the real-world sale of PayPal. But Don stepped out of the limelight, investing silently. His empire, Aether Dynamics, is a tech titan. Success surrounded him with opportunists, and despite the crowds, he felt utterly isolated. Determined to change his fate, Don crafted a bold plan: infiltrate his empire incognito. Working from the bottom, he's on a quest not only to root out corruption, but to find authenticity, someone who can see beyond his billionaire status to the man he truly is. Don's first stop is the corporate headquarters of Aether Dynamics. He joins the innovations department as an entry-level intern named Don Miller, a quiet guy with a thin resume and a wardrobe that looks like it came from a thrift store. From day one, he's basically invisible, ignored in meetings and stuck with grunt work. His direct boss is Mark Chen, the same manager from the coffee machine incident. Mark is the poster child for corporate arrogance, charming on the surface, but deeply insecure and dismissive of anyone he sees as beneath him. He openly makes fun of Don's cheap clothes and has him doing coffee runs, completely unaware that Don could buy and sell him 1,000 times over. But in that office full of people who don't give him a second glance, one person stands out: Sarah Jenkins. She's a brilliant but quiet software engineer and the real brains of the department. Sarah is kind to Don from the very beginning, offering him a warm smile and helping him figure out the confusing office software. Don watches her pour her heart into her work, her ideas sharp and her code elegant. He also sees Mark constantly take credit for her work, her contributions lost in the noise of louder, more aggressive team members. Sarah just sees a new guy who's struggling to fit in. Don sees a diamond in the rough. In the bustling world of corporate drama, lowly intern Don becomes the unexpected hero. As days turn to weeks, Don silently observes the questionable antics of Mark, the office bigwig who takes credit for ideas that aren't his own and fudges numbers with ease. But Don, ever the vigilant observer, documents every misstep. His mantra? Truth lives in the trenches, not paper trails. Amidst this chaos, Don finds a bright spot in his friendship with Sarah, a talented innovator. They bond over coding and sci-fi, a connection deeper than office politics. Inspired by Sarah's ambition to revolutionize their supply chain, Don realizes he's found someone who sees him for who he truly is. Not just an intern, but a mind eager to make genuine impact. In Sarah, Don discovers a kindred spirit, and in this corporate battlefield, the stage is set for a story of integrity, innovation, and the courage to challenge the status quo. Stay tuned, this journey is just getting started. Welcome back! Have I got a story for you today? It's about betrayal, corporate intrigue, and a little thing called karma. Meet Sarah, a brilliant mind behind a cutting-edge logistics algorithm that could save her company, Ether Dynamics, millions. She's been in the grind, perfecting her project for the company's biggest event of the year, the annual technology showcase. But wait, plot twist. The day before the big reveal, her boss, Mark, decides to pull the rug from under her by telling her the project isn't quite ready. Imagine trusting someone and then feeling a knife in your back when you see your own work presented under someone else's name. Mark stole Sarah's algorithm and is about to strut it as his own. But here's the kicker. The top boss, Don, sees through the smoke and mirrors. Now it's no longer just a showcase. It's personal. Don knows it's time to step in and set things right. Will justice prevail? Stay tuned to see how the showdown unfolds. The day of the technology showcase is here, and the auditorium is packed with Ether Dynamics top executives. On stage, Mark Chen is beaming as he presents his revolutionary algorithm. In the audience, Sarah watches with disbelief and heartbreak, while Don, still in his intern clothes, observes from the back. As Mark finishes, he smugly asks for questions, but a calm voice breaks the silence. "I have one." It's Don, walking deliberately down the aisle. "Don, this is a forum for executives." "I think you're lost," Mark sneers. "No, Mark. I'm exactly where I need to be," Don asserts. He boldly claims, "The algorithm you saw will save millions," but it wasn't Mark's work. It was Sarah Jenkins, a junior engineer's. The room buzzes. Mark turns pale. This is absurd, but Don steps up on stage. "Most know me only through emails as the silent majority shareholder, the owner of this company." Mark is aghast. "I'm Don Rucker." "And Mark, you're fired." Gasps fill the room. Sarah's talent revealed. The truth finally told. In the bustling world of corporate dynamics, Ether Dynamics is at a turning point. It all begins with Mark Chen, the once arrogant executive, quietly escorted out amidst whispers and speculation. The board sits in shock but quickly assembles to root out the toxicity lingering in the company's veins. Meanwhile, in the midst of corporate chaos, Don, the unassuming intern, steps into the spotlight. But not as you'd expect. Don reveals his secret identity as the mastermind behind the company's very ownership. His shocking revelation not only turns heads, but flips the boardroom dynamics on its head. The twist? Sarah, the diligent manager who had always found a friend in Don, is left questioning every shared laugh and late-night project they worked on together. In disbelief, Sarah wrestles with the feelings of betrayal and the blurred lines between friendship and facade. In a heartfelt encounter, Don approaches Sarah. With sincerity weighing his words, he apologizes, realizing that mending their fractured trust is vital, not just for them, but for the essence of genuine connection within Ether Dynamics. As Ether Dynamics turns to redefine its corporate ethos and embrace authenticity, this story reminds us that in the high-stakes world of business, reality often transcends perception, and true leadership begins with truth. He explains everything: the heavy burden of his wealth, his search for something real, and the loneliness that pushed him to create this crazy scheme. He tells her that their friendship was the one real thing he found. He saw her talent, sure, but more importantly, he saw her character. He doesn't ask for anything, just a chance to earn back her trust, without any secrets this time. It's a long conversation. Sarah is hurt, but she also gets it. She was the one person who saw the man behind the disguise, and that was the whole point. She agrees to a fresh start, one based on total honesty. In the months that follow, Don makes huge changes at Ether Dynamics. He promotes hidden gems like Sarah and restructures the company to reward integrity and actual results. He's no longer a ghost owner, he's an active leader. And by his side is Sarah, not just as a top executive, but as his partner. He started this journey to fix his company, and along the way, he found the one thing he was truly missing: someone to share it all with.